Welcome to this Part 1 video for Lesson 1, Course Registration. In this video, you will learn how to use Colleague to register a student for courses. The first step is to enter the screen mnemonic for registration, which is RGN. After this has been typed in, you would click Search or Enter. You will then be taken to a similar screen as the one shown here. You'll notice a list of terms, and to the far left there is a specific number associated with each term. For example, if you will be registering a student for Spring 2014, the corresponding number would be 4. You would then enter this number into the field labeled Input at the bottom of the screen, and then click Open or Enter. At this next screen, you will need to retrieve the student record. Let's go ahead and quickly review the different ways a record can be retrieved. A student record can be directly retrieved by typing in their student identification number, or you can search for their record by first name and last name, or by their date of birth. Remember, the date of birth should be entered in the following format: a semicolon, and the letters D-O-B, a space, and then the month as 2 digits, the day as 2 digits, and the year as 2 digits. For example, if a student's date of birth is January 1st, 1970, we would enter 01 for January, 01 for the 1st, and 70 for 1970. Once you have retrieved the student record, you will be taken to this screen. This is where you will be processing the actual course registration. You'll notice the date and the term that you are working with. The course information will be entered on the right rows. It is best to enter as much course information as possible when attempting to register a student. A complete entry will contain the course subject, the course number, and the section number. For example, if a student is requesting to be registered for Section 1 of Arts 1301, you would enter the course subject, Arts, and then a space, the course number 1301, and then a space, and then the section number 01. Once this information has been entered onto the right row, you'll click Enter, and you'll notice that the screen will populate with additional information. The number of credits for the course will be listed under the Credits column, and under the Status column, you'll see an N if the registration is being processed during the early registration period, or you'll see an A if the registration is being processed during the add drop period. In the yellow rows, you'll notice the start and end dates for the term, along with the meeting times for the course. You'll enter any additional courses for registration on the additional right rows. Once you've finished entering the course information, you'll click Save All to save the registration transaction. If a student does not know the specific section number for a course, but only knows the meeting time and/or instructor, you can search for the requested section in the following manner. If a student wants to register for a section of Arts 1301 that is being taught by Professor Hawks, you can search for the requested section by typing in the course subject and the course number. You'll then click Enter. The next screen will provide a listing by rows of each of the available sections of Arts 1301 for the term. A specific number will be associated with each row. Within each row, you will notice the meeting times and the instructors. In this case, you can see that Professor Hawks is teaching Arts 1301, Section 03. And the number 3 also corresponds to this row. So you would enter the number 3 at the input field at the bottom of the screen, and then click Open or Enter. The course then populates, and you would then click Save All to save the registration transaction. This concludes our Part 1 video for Lesson 1, Course Registration. Please feel free to move on to the Part 2 video for Lesson 1, Course Registration, or feel free to go back and watch this video again.